Ladies and gentlemen, today we continue the Labyrinth fight series talking about Magik and War Machine. Now, these are by far the two worst fights in the whole of Labyrinth of Legends, maybe with Maestro coming second, but Maestro is like pretty hype, you're pretty happy at that point. But Magik and War Machine, they're back to back. You fight Magik and then you've got War Machine, and they are both really terrible encounters. The sole purpose of both of these fights is to make you spend as much money as possible on revives. That is pretty much it. And after doing these two fights, you're just gonna feel really salty. You're gonna feel really tilted, because the strategy is literally just revive up, go back in again, revive up, go back in again. So Magik cost me just short of 60 revives to kill, because the main problem with Magik is her limbo. So whenever she gains a bar of power or uses a special attack, she gains limbo, and this deals an absurd amount of energy damage based on her attack to her opponent. And outside of the champions Black Widow, Electro, and Crossbones, there's nothing you can do when fighting Magik to kind of nullify her limbo or prevent it from triggering. So yeah, this fight is just a huge money grab, and this is why if you go onto YouTube and type in Labyrinth of Legends Magik or Labyrinth of Legends War Machine, you will pretty much never find a full kill video. Like, you just won't be able to do it for Magik, because it's just constantly people rezzing up and dying. Yito S, I believe, fully streamed War Machine live, so you can see the frustration of that encounter. If you are considering attempting Labyrinth, be aware in its current state with these two fights, like, the whole thing is designed to try and make you spend as much money on revives or as many units on revives as possible. So have at least, I'd say, 5,000 units budgeted for both of these fights, because they're going to be very frustrating, they're going to be very long, and these are definitely fights that you want to save all the health potions and boosts that you have for. One of the very interesting observations on Magik was on my final try, where I decided to heal up to full, and I'm actually taking significantly less damage from Limbo. However, you know, it is still quite a lot of damage per tick. It's 453. However, as like a cost-effective solution to actually beating Magik, the Sturgill fully buffed had just over 32,000 health, and to fully heal up, it would cost, you know, several hundred units. So it's still not really any cheaper than just rezzing up and dying over and over again. But hey, we finally got it down, guys. Not too bad. So now we've covered Magik, let's quickly talk about War Machine. So what makes War Machine so ridiculously annoying is his level 1 ability. His level 1 does 5 consecutive gun blasts in a row and is completely unevadable. So when he actually uses his level 1, the only way that you can play around it is to block it, and that's going to deal an assload of damage to your character still. As you can see here, like, it's about, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 off, which, you know, RIP if you are playing a 4-star duplicated Sturgill, you're going to have a very bad time. However, like, the strategy with War Machine is to try and be as aggressive as possible and try to push him to level 2 as often as you can. But again, the thing with the War Machine's AI in comparison to Falcon, who you would have fought a couple of fights before, is that War Machine is just so much more aggressive with the level 1. Generally, when he has 1 bar of power, he's just not afraid to shoot it off, regardless of the distance between you and War Machine. Whereas Falcon's level 1 is a bit of it's a kick and then a flyback and loads of gunfire. War Machine's is just like straight 5 consecutive shots in a row that you can't evade. Now, I imagine somebody in the comments section is like, hey, Seatin, did you know about this character called Classic Daredevil? Well, he can automatically evade projectiles. But again, the huge problem is the enrage timer in Labyrinth. Even if you're using a 550 Daredevil, like, that's going to cause, you know, fighting War Machine, you're not really going to be able to get more damage in than a 5-star Star-Lord, and also just having that character in your roster specifically for this fight. Maybe he might be useful in Maestro as well, but actually he wouldn't be, guys. Like, his damage output is way too weak for both encounters, so you just end up spending the same revives, if not more, on the classic version of Daredevil, guys. The moral of the story is you probably want to go with a Star-Lord and a full attack synergy, so that with the attack synergy, the enrage timer is increased for your 5-star Star-Lord, and on the fights that are actually achievable and beatable with skill, then you're not going to have a problem getting ridiculously high, kind of 150 to 250 50 combos on them and managing to kill them, you know, in like a handful of attempts. So that's ideally what you want. One of the perks after downing Magik and War Machine is that a lot of the fights from then onward up till Maestro are a little bit better. They're a little bit more skill-based. So yeah, you're going to have a lot more fun with all of the fights up till Maestro, and then when you get to Maestro, guys, the Soul is definitely going to return. But we will be talking about that in a little bit more detail soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I conveyed the terrible experience that is Magik and War Machine in the Labyrinth of Legends, and I hope you enjoyed the Soul in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that like button. Apart from that, take care and have a great day.